If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
So I guess you know by now one of your teammates might not be playing this Sunday. Yeah. How do you guys play with all these rules now that basically say don't hit anyone? How you playing?
I don't know, man. I don't know how they expect us to play this game. You know that we were born into. You know, it's a physical game for physical creatures. You know, so to take the physicality out, like we might as well play flag football. That's just flat out. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's unfortunate. It's something that the NFL is going to have to find and come to an agreement on. But the way that it's going, I mean, no defender is excited. You know, it's going to get to the point where they say, you know, hey, just let the offensive player catch the ball and run 3 yards, and then you hit him. That's the only way he not.
Have you had a textbook tackle this year, last year, whatever, that you got the FedEx envelope and you said, man, that was exactly the way they taught me to tackle somebody?
I mean, is there even a such thing as a textbook tackle in football? You know, it's no textbook tackle. It's only get the man down on the ground. That's what you're taught from day one. Get him down. You know what I mean? And try not to injure yourself or him. You know, so have I ever got into an incident where I got a fine that I didn't feel I should have got? Yes, I was in that incident and I appealed it and it went the way it went, you know. But other than that, it's making the game more tricky, you know. It's trying to make football players into sharpshooters. You know what I mean? You got to know exactly when this specific shot is, when our game is pretty fast.
And all the rules are built for the offensive player to get all of the benefit, the defensive guys. So the offensive players are never getting fined. Right. Notice that? None of the offensive players get fined.
Hey, it's the game, man. It's what we sign up for. What else am I going to do? I love it.
Hey, there you go.
The funny part being, like, Jonathan Dwyer last night could have taken your helmet and, like, tried to twist it off, and that just would have been a nice stiff arm.
Right.
I mean, that's what that would have been.
He would have got in trouble for it.
Well, all right, maybe.
He would have got in trouble for it.
Yeah, but he would have got in trouble from you, though. That's the problem.
No, it is something I hear. You know, Ray Lewis talks about it all the time, and what you just said, which is, you know, the game is too fast, and if you try to change the way you're going to go about it, you're going to end up getting hurt in the process.
I mean, you will end up getting hurt, and then you just take the physical nature away from the game. It's the reason why people watch it, because they like the collisions. They like that gladiator mentality that you get within football. You know, and if you take that away, then I don't know.
Right. What's the point?
Would millions of people watch flag football every Sunday?
I don't think so.
I don't think they would either. So I don't know. But it's interesting that they'll find a way to make it work for everyone. But right now, I guess we're going through growing pains.
We saw Ray Lewis before the game last night. Was back in the huddle, and it felt like he was going out there to play. I sort of looked for a second and said, he might try to run out on the football field. He was in rare form, it looked like, leading you guys before the game.
Definitely. I mean, Ray is always Ray, man. There's nothing behind that. You know, he's a motivational guy. You know, he's an inspiration to everyone, and his words can uplift, you know, everybody in any circumstance. You know, so having Ray there, you know, it was a step for the team. You know, because everyone, it's nice to see the general there and out there leading us on. You know, but we had a goal in mind ahead of time, and we all knew what we had to do. And Ray was just that extra push for us, like he always is.
That's cool. You've taken on some responsibility with the headset. You've been the guy that's sort of making the calls on the defensive side of the ball. What was that like for you? And honestly, I'm assuming you're a guy that said, look, I got the contract to come back here. I want to be that guy. But was there a moment where it happened where you sort of said, boy, I'm really doing this now. This is really my role?
Absolutely not. I mean, it was who I was groomed the role I was groomed to be in from the moment I came through the doors. You know, I was told that it was a position that they was going to want me to be aware of, and I made myself aware. I made myself know what the defense is and how to get people together. So for me, it just came natural. It's no big deal to me. It's something to everyone else, and it's no big deal to my teammates because they know I do it day in and day out in practice, and we all trust in each other. You know, but the moral of the story is within this, everybody steps up and takes that game to another level, and this is what we see from our defense. You know, we lost 2 great players, you know, and got a lot of injuries along the way, but everybody else is stepping their game up to another level and taking their preparation to another level.
The real question is when you're at home, how the hell do you hear anything with all the noise going on around there?
It's difficult, but I'd rather have it that way. I'd rather have it as being loud at home than being quiet at home.
No doubt.
If it's quiet, we doing something bad.
Right. It's not good, no doubt.
Not good.
So, where were you? What was the first thing you thought a month or 6 weeks ago when 55 walked out for practice for the first time? Like, what did you think when you saw him?
I was just thinking, this is impossible. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they were saying he was done. You know what I mean? Like he done for the year, but he came out, practiced, and played at a high level. You know, and like Sizzle says, got stats. He got stats. You know, while he was banged up, and he's only getting better and even more healthy. You know, so we're blessed to have him. You know what I mean? To have a player of that magnitude on our team, and he just changed the whole dynamic of the defense.
In a weird kind of way, it kind of helped that as he was coming back in, Ray got his injury, and there was never really a moment there where you were without one of those two guys. So, you know, it helped out a little bit on that end.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the way the defenses work, you know, basically since I've been here, we've always lost one of our marquee players at some point, you know, and it's always been someone else stepping up and stepping into that role. And that's what I think this organization does so great, is bring people in that prepare like they start daily. And you need that within this team.
So last night on the NBC broadcast, the aforementioned Terrell Suggs introduced himself as Terrell Suggs, and instead of saying where he went to school, or no, he didn't even say Terrell Suggs, he said Hacksaw. Hacksaw Balsahar University.
Right.
That was his
Hacksaw.
That was his Hacksaw. And he said it's something to do with his uncle. If you ever find yourself,
Isn't that the guy's name from Saw?
Yes,
Or was
correct.
it Jigsaw?
No, you're right. It is Jigsaw.
It was Jigsaw.
Jigsaw is the guy from Saw.
Well, you got to come up with something.
So yeah, what would it be for Jameel McClain if they came to you and said, Jameel, no more Jameel McClain, Syracuse?
I would be sexual chocolate.
Yeah! Mr. Randy Watson.
Watson.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Have you ever thought, even as a goof, when you got to go in and do those, goofy
And you know, by the way, everybody's going to be saying this now the next 3 days.
Yeah.
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual
What's
chocolate.
up, SC?
Right. It'll be trending on Twitter in about 20 minutes.
Right.
Have you ever thought about, just for the fun of it, goofing like that? And it's so weird. Like, I can't even imagine what that...
That's all Sizzle's personality, not me, man. I'm Jameel McClain, Syracuse University.
Right. Let me get out of this room.
You know what I
Get out of this room and do something else.
If there was a way, and it won't happen, the Denver Ravens game might get moved.
Right.
But this one won't. This next Ravens-Steelers game won't, obviously. But if there was a way for you, the next time you're on national TV, and they give you that shot, I want you to say, Ike Taylor, swag.
Ike Taylor.
Yeah, I just want you to do that with a straight face and see if it gets in. Just to do it.
Absolutely not.
It was worth the shot.
Yeah,
It was worth a shot.
It was worth it.
All right, we'll go with the sexual chocolate.
Sexual
You
chocolate.
gotta do that. And
It's a
stop your
pretty
feet.
And
Stop your feet like
and
Randy
I'm gonna get
Watson
some
did.
Jerry Curls.
Yeah, there you go.
What'd you guys think?
So glove.
By the way, I was a little disappointed. Jacoby had promised he had something special worked up for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
He did the same thing he did in Philadelphia.
Are you serious?
It was the same
That was
dance.
the best dance.
It was amazing. Now, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, can I ask a question? What
But
was
did
it?
you see him
Exactly.
do the...
Yeah, I saw it. But
Now
can
tell
you
me
even
what
try
that-
it? It's
tell me
called
what
the
that
Choppa
dance was.
City Juke.
It's the Chopper City Juke, and he added something else into it.
I don't know what that
You
was.
gotta watch it again.
Okay.
You gotta watch it again.
Is it not safe for work or is it okay? I mean,
I don't know if you guys can.
Wait a
I'm not
second.
saying anything.
Wait a second.
It means because we're nerds.
That's what it was.
Might be a little bit out of our league, a little
I
bit.
did not say that.
Have you ever gone over and seen him practice? Have you watched him practice? I heard it's a real part of his. He told me he's got 3 ready for every game. He said in any particular game, I've got 3 I can go to.
This guy can dance, man. He can dance. I've seen him dance in practice. I've seen him dance.
You saw him dance last
I don't
night. It
see
was better.
his dance moves when he practicing for the game, though. People usually practice those in the mirror at
So
home.
if you scoop up a fumble and run it in, based on Jameel McClain, Syracuse, you're just going to run in and hand the ball to the ref, aren't you?
Yo, I'm just gonna hand the ball to the ref and get ready for the next play.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he's a pro. He's a pro.
I'm a pro. I'm a blue collar guy. I'll get it done.
Right. It's a Philadelphia thing.
It's the Philly.
Hard-working guy. You know, that's all that is. It's good stuff.
All right.
Give it up for Jameel McClain, everybody. Come on, you can do better than that.
Free chicken wings if you clap louder. Them.
Wait, whoa. And this segment of the show is brought to you by the Goldfather. Turn your unwanted gold, silver watches, and coins into cold, hard cash. See our good friend Telly the Goldfather at 507 Eastern Boulevard in Essex. You can also give him a call, 410-391-GOLD. Get the most cash from the Goldfather. They buy it and melt it, no resale. They'll make you an offer you can't refuse. More info at goldfather.net. License number 2366. We'll take a break. We'll come back in more with Jameel McClain. We're going to talk about your Thanksgiving plans. That's what we're going to do next. We're going to talk some Thanksgiving with you. This is Monday Night Live on WNST.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.